Hello and welcome to Raiders Franchise. After a disappointing loss of 48-11 where the Chiefs absolutely annihilated us, we go back on the road to Paycor Stadium to take on the 4-4 Bengals. We are the number 2 rush team and they're one of the worst. Our defense is truly terrible. 30 points per game. Our offense isn't bad. The defense is an issue. Storyline strategy season. What do our assistant coaches want us to run here? Team meeting room for week 9. This is the trade deadline. Let's talk about the Bengals. What did we see during film study? They have elite receivers. We can run on their defense. Okay, Genty. Good, any player specifically? Okay, so run to the left side. Running the ball inside. Yes. How do we measure success? If Ashton Genty goes crazy. This is going to be a legacy game for Ashton Genty. Geno Smith is going to quite literally just play the role of, nothing. He's going to be game manager. We're not asking him to throw the ball this week. Because he proved he cannot do that efficiently enough. Against Joe Burrow, I don't think it matters. Their line is bad enough where I think we can just do that. QB contain. He's going to be more accurate in the pocket, but I don't think it hurts us in terms of our coverages, which I think I'm fine with. We're running this bitch inside, and we're avoiding the right side completely. I'm going to run this and hop into the game, and then after the game, we will look to make some trades. Welcome to Paycor Stadium, where we're going to highlight Geno Smith, who is barely over 50% completion by literally a singular completion. He has been very inconsistent for us. He's had great games, but he hasn't really had a game with a lot of a high completion percentage. We are going to try and eat as much clock as possible on each drive, because I feel like we get really trigger happy and we get up to the line and we hustle up to try and get another playoff. We're going to slow it down this week as the Bengals will start with the ball. When we get on offense, we're going to try and have a slow, methodical drive. And if big plays happen, so what? But we're not going to try and have quick drives. We are going to be a more methodical offense. Kind of like in the first half of that Rams game where we had long, sustained drives with Genty cooking. Is this going to be Amari Cooper? Is that who 86 is going to be? As Joe Burrow has turned the ball over a little bit, but not to a point where it would hurt them. I need to see what their receiving core is. Okay, so we're kind of screwed. Their receiving core is Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Amari Cooper. As the first play will be a run play, and we're going to bottle them up for a loss. Nakobe Dean, Christian Wilkins, and Max Crosby roll there for that play. We're going to pass commit with nobody in the backfield. They're going to try and throw it up to T, who comes down with it. I want to see, was his feet in bounds? I will gladly challenge this. Beautiful ball by Joe Burrow, as this is going to be a handoff. Nakobe Dean able to drag down Chase Brown. Not after a nice gain, though. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We're going to use our Roberts. And Roberts might be one of the guys leaving this team come at the end of this week. He's a 30-year-old linebacker in his 8th year in the NFL. And it's just, we have young linebackers that we're obviously not going to be a good team. as I completely blow by Mike Gesicki. Eric Stokes gets a cleanup tackle. But we're obviously not going to be a good team, as Amari Cooper is in on the slot. It's going to go to Jamar Chase. He's going to be brought down by Darnay Holmes. Defense isn't really showing me anything so far, as we're sending a way overload blitz. We're going to pass commit. And Jamar Chase is wide open. We will tackle him down at the 8. After a 20-yard gain, Joe Burrow's almost in run and gun. And we're going to get home and tackle him for a loss. A huge sack by Roberts, who's trying to play his way onto a new organization. 2nd and goal. A little bit of chirping. Someone was saying something to Joe Burrow. 2nd and goal from the 14. It's going to be a run play, and we're going to get home to stop it for only a gain of 4. It's 3rd and goal from the 10. And this is when we pass commit. 3rd and goal from the 10. Joe Burrow being chased. He's hit by Max Crosby, and it's going to be out of bounds. Max Crosby with a huge play that's going to hold them to a field goal by McPherson. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so we'll get a crack at to try and score a touchdown. Remember, long and methodical drives. I'm fine with burning the entire rest of this quarter out. Dylan Lauby's going to be our return man. And he looked like he had a bit of a hole for a nice return. And Geno Smith is going to be leading his cast and crew out. I do not care to see the stats because they have been dreadful. And we're going to try and pound this rock. Just true inside zone. Let the offensive line do their thing. We're going to eat up the middle. Genty a gain of at least 5. And it's going to be a gain of 5. RPO alert screen. We're going to give the ball to Ashton Genty here again. 2nd and 5. We snap it. Genty, the give up the middle. He's got the first down. Ashton Genty, we're back at the line. We're trying to chew some clock with this drive as Ashton Genty's going to weave his way for a gain of 7. 3 carries, 20 yards. Three men in the backfield, excluding the quarterback, in a gun set. We're going to have plenty of blocking up the middle. No, we won't. Genty brought down at the line of scrimmage. See, they thought we were going to pass it. We are so going to run this ball. As Sam Hubbard is going to stop us for a loss, or sorry, not Sam Hubbard. Trey Hendrickson's going to stop us for a loss of a couple inches. And they're going to subtract a yard off of Ashton Genty's resume. Genty, the give up the middle, isn't going to get it. Trying to abuse this defense, and a 4th down try comes up short as we're going to somehow miss Burrow, and he's going to get the completion. You have to sack him, and now Max Crosby's down, and he just killed Malcolm Kuntz with him. He's limping on his way to the locker room, and that's about to be a huge loss. I can already tell. That's going to be an ankle or knee injury, and that's going to be for the game or maybe the season. We're going to bring him down this time we get home. Brought down by Roberts, his second sack of the afternoon. It's 3rd and 11. We're going to hop in man coverage, and we are going to... I'm going to hop over here with Simmons, and we're going to crash. That was supposed to be the zone I was occupying. I was too busy looking at Ja'Marr Chase, or T. Higgins. Ja'Marr Chase burns us over the middle. Foot fracture. He will not be able to return to this game. And that's going to be a multiple week injury. Now we're going to be losing our star defensive end. Darnay Holmes just got mossed by Ja'Marr Chase. He went up and over his back for the catch. That play was ridiculous. They're gonna run the football, and we're gonna bring him down right back at the line of scrimmage. Nakobe Dean combines on that tackle. This will probably be the final play of the first quarter. We're going to send a blitz. They're gonna throw it up, and Ja'Marr Chase breaks one tackle. It's a touchdown. Porter, you have to tackle there, Porter. You can't be that soft. McPherson kicks it off. It's going to be another return by Laube. He's going to get a nice return out to the 27-yard line, as that will end the first quarter. And we're going to try and run the ball here again. Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. And we're going to get maybe 3 out of that. The offensive line is not held up as well as I would like it to. We're going to be a little more aggressive with our blocking assignments. We're going to keep running to that side and hope our line will hold up for a big play here. As we're going to get a yard out of that, and that's all we can muster. Well, we kind of have to pass here. 3rd and 6. Geno Smith takes off. He slides after getting the first down. Just way to game manage there. Thank you, Geno. As we are going to run this ball. Fairly obvious, I'd say. We're going to get a nice run out of it. About a gain of 8. Out to almost midfield. And we're just going to keep running it to the left side. They said their weakness was there, so we're just going to keep running it. Jeanty cannot get the first down. It's 3rd and 1 from midfield. I'm going to throw it up and take a deep shot because I'm going for this no matter what. So if Zach Beck wants to come down with a crazy ball, that would be nice, but that doesn't stop me from going for this ball. Fourth and 1 at midfield again. The give to Jeanty. He's going to find room and the first down. What a pickup by Jeanty there. We're going to pass the ball to try and keep him honest. Our main read is Odell Beckham Jr., who could be playing in his last game as a Raider. OBJ's got his first catch, and it's going to be a nice first down. I'm going to be trying a screen pass here as we're almost to the halfway mark in this quarter. And we're hit as we threw. We could not get that off. We're going to run it here again with Jeanty. 2nd and 10. To give to Jeanty. No one bothered to try and stop Jermaine Pratt. I'm going to try and run this ball again. Ashton Jeanty's going to get a gain of 4 out of that. And I'm confident in kicking a field goal from here. we missed it. No, we didn't. It's up and good. I thought I missed it because I was a bit early on it. Dylan Carlson, former Cardinals player, Rays and Orioles, but Carlson kicks it away as Amari Cooper is their other kick returner. We're going to try and get a defensive stand. It's going to be hard. Joe Burrow is in the zone. Someone kind of needs to get home here. And we're going to get another huge tackle. We've shut down the run game. We're going to be on Nakobe Dean, 2nd and 8. Dare them to run it. Play action pass. And Darnay Holmes cannot cover Jamar Chase as he hurdles multiple guys. And I couldn't switch on. It would not let me switch on. Jamar Chase, what the fuck is that? Oh my god. Not only does Darnay Holmes get pick played by the other deep route, then Jamar Chase hurdles 5 people for a touchdown. Like, you can't be that serious. Like, you can't be that unserious. I get we're bad, but holy... Where are you going, Thornton? You're just letting Murphy run right at you. Alright. Let's see what we can get going here. We have 12 passing yards on the day. Jacoby Myers is wide open. Jacoby Myers comes down with it, and we have a game plan goal to get Ashton Jeanty 2 rushing touchdowns. So you're going to bet your ass I'm going to try and get Ashton Jeanty a rushing touchdown. 1st and goal from the 3. It's a give to Jeanty. There's a flag on the play. So not only was the offensive line horrendous and like didn't block anyone, is why is he in the game? I didn't know you started playing again. Ashton Jeanty's going to have a hole wide open up the middle. If anybody could stick a block. We're only going to get 2 out of that. See, now it's coming back to bite me, isn't it? How nice. I should have just taken the touchdown. Instead, I was getting greedy for Jeanty's sake. 15 rushes for 50 yards. And we're going to go back to Jeanty. $18 calls and we're averaging 6 against it. That's the 2-minute warning. This is going to be the play call to get us into the end zone. It's a wide open gap up the middle. Ashton Jeanty, another holding penalty. Are you kidding me? Who is that? Jackson Powers Johnson. We're gonna get nothing. Just kick the fucking field goal. God damn it, I get greedy and we lose a fucking touchdown because my offensive line can't not hold. And I have to do the fucking aggressive fucking offensive line because then they just won't block. God, it's so fucking annoying. 6-17. Amari Cooper's going to stumble to the 28-yard line. We're going to pass commit. And Jamar Chase wins the one-on-one instantly. Someone needs to get off. We need to get the fuck off of that. by speed. There's no reason why. So it's going to be caught by Amari Cooper. Our defense is so bad, it's not even funny. Like, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Touchdown T. Higgins. No, down at the 1. Run commit middle. We're going to stop and call a timeout. Run commit to that side. It's a pass play, and wide open is Gesicki. So it could be 10-24. It could be with us getting the ball. Said it's 2 field goals. I can already tell I'm going to crash out if I hear that song one more goddamn time. We're going to have 23 seconds left. Thornton's going to return this. His first return try of the day. He's going to get out to the 28-yard line. And we're just going to start throwing up prayers. They have Odell Beckham Jr. in press coverage. Okay. I've already decided where this ball is going. We're going up to OBJ, who cannot come down with it. He was wide open. Jakobi Meyers. I'm still trusting. Unable to secure the catch, and we're going to get one more try at a deep shot here. Odell Beckham Jr. Can't come down with it, and we'll actually get one more shot. How about that? We have one high safety. Ashton Genty's also viable out of this. Odell Beckham Jr. comes down with it, but there's no time left. So we'll come down with that one, just not the ones that matter. Back after halftime. We're getting the ball back. It's 24-6. We've lost 2 touchdowns, 1 to penalty and 1 because I was trying to get one for Genty, since it's one of our game plan goals. And we're just going to pound the rock for this entire half. Ashton Genty, big hole to the 50. Almost to the 50. We're going to run inside zone with a fullback Steele protecting us, and we're going to try and follow our blockers. Steele with a nice block. Genty, full head of steam, gets the first down. So far, Genty looking rejuvenated after the half. Another hold. Oh, my God. I didn't even realize. Jackson Powers-Johnson's done for the game. Jackson Powers-Johnson is out of the game for us. It is now Alex Kappa as our center. Ashton Genty can only get 3 yards out of that. Our offensive line's a joke. We can only get efficient running gains when we basically have it set to be an auto hold. It's Jakobi Meyers. Can't come down with it. He got bumped originally, and he did not have the speed to catch back up to that ball. Tried firing it into Brock Bowers. Give me a reason why I don't run that play again. Probably should have punted it, but I don't think it matters. I mean, it's Joe Burrow's in the zone. Like, it doesn't really matter what we do for the rest of this game. Joe Burrow's going to be insane. Our offense is terrible. We can't buy shit. How is one guy blocking 2 rushers? And Shamar Chase is going to go for 400 yards today. He might break the all-time receiving record for a single game. As Shamar Chase is winning a block. He was left on a blocking assignment and he was winning it. Are you kidding? Like, say psych right now. We just keep sending a blitz, and that was almost picked off. Almost a gift back to us. This is most likely a run play. We're run committing middle. It's 3rd and inches, and if they don't run it, they're stupid. Coming in motion is the tight end. Still does not change my mind. It's a pass play. 3rd and inches, you'd think they'd run it. But they don't. That's where I was supposed to be. Touchdown to the fullback, almost. Run commit middle. 1st and goal from the 2. Running commit. We're going to bring him down at the 1. Isaiah Simmons almost tackles him into the end zone. Running commit middle again. We stand him up, and no, we don't. Can't challenge the play, so. Kicks up. It's good. It's 31-6. Kicking off, it's going to Dylan Laube. Dylan Laube's going to get to the 26-yard line. How many carries do we want to give Genty before we just pull him? Like, I'm being so dead serious. I don't want him getting hurt in what is now turning into a meaningless football game. He's already got 80 yards. He's got plenty of catches on the day. We're going out to Zach Betch, who's going to get a 1st down, get another block, and get out to the 45-yard line. We're going to try and keep running the ball. I like how this play looks. We're going to try and run it. Holy hell. And Genty fumbles the ball. We get back on it, thank God. That's his first fumble of his career, I do believe. Genty's in a slant. We're going to have you run a corner. Basically try and pick play. We're throwing it up. Almost caught by Zach Betch. If Zach Betch would have came down with that, my goodness. Flankers drive. I'm going to put OBJ on a corner. My first read is going to be initially Zach Betch, who comes wide open. Zach Betch with plenty of running room. He's down to the 26-yard line. Chino Smith starting to finally look good throwing the football for once in a blue moon, really. Genty's going to cut it up the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6. Not a whole lot of time left here in the 3rd quarter. This is going out to OBJ. He's got himself another 1st down. He's got a couple nice catches on the day. I believe it's 3 for the Super Bowl champ. We're going to run it here with Genty. I'd love to punch it in with Genty. I'd actually love that so much, as Alex Kappa does not stick a block at all. They move Trey Hendrickson to be on this side. Probably going to be bad as Genty gets tackled for a loss. Like, I'm just trying to find anything that can get this offense going. And it doesn't look like there's physically anything I can do to make this offense work. It's 4th and 4. And judging by the score, there's quite literally 0 point to making this 9-31. And we're going to get hit as we throw. Our offensive line is hot shit. 1st and 10. Try and get home to Joe Burrow. It's going to be caught. Ja'Marr Chase, 9 catches for 217 yards. We're just going to pass commit on every play, and if they run it, so be it. This is definitely going to be a run play now that I've said that. Yep. And Chase Brown is running away from everybody. This is going to be the 4th quarter. Back for the 4th quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Chase Brown. Our offense has struggled over the past 2 weeks. We have failed to score. Well, we've scored a touchdown. It just got taken off the board because we can't not hold. As we're going to tackle him into the 1st down. They're just trying to burn clock at this point. Run commit middle. This is now going to be a pass. Yep! How did I know that? Oh my god. And did a tackle just catch it? We have tackles catching before we can get a single fucking receiver not to drop a ball? You're shitting me. Like, you're actually joking. Run commit middle. If that tackle gets another catch, I swear to God. Doesn't matter. In the end, it's only making the points per game worse. It's not changing the result. Our defensive coordinator might get fired after this. Although our offense hasn't really done the defense many favors on the whole season. It's funny because this feels like a good completion percentage game for Geno Smith, and it's not even 40% completion. Zach Betch holds on to that one. We also had Brock Bowers. One of the worst defenses in the league has held us to fucking 2 field goals. I'm honestly amazed by our ineptitude. To be honest, I didn't even see Hendrickson there. Because I was so focused on trying to take a deep shot, I didn't even notice he was there. I'm going to be dead ass when I say that. Safety. No! We're going to get a shot at this. We have quite literally nowhere to drop back. It's 4th and 36 from the 1-yard line. This is what you paid to see. We're throwing it up Jacoby Myers. I will see you at the end of this game. 45-6 is the final score of this game. Joe Burrow had 2 incompletions. Ashton Genty had a very good game. Well, what do you want me to do? Genty had a good game. We just couldn't get a score. I'll go get a thumbnail. I'm turning my volume off. I'm sick of that song. So coming out of the game, we have a new injury to report. A fractured foot is going to land Max Crosby out for the next 4 weeks. We played so bad, I actually forgot that happened. That's how bad we played today. So out for 4 weeks. Luckily, we have a bye week next week. We have a wide receiver breakout part 2 challenge. It's going to keep rolling in that game, but didn't really happen. He's grown a lot in the past 2 weeks. Okay, so I didn't even know he had a chance to get a dev trait. We're not even going to talk about that. Now it's time to move some faces. So this is going to be the trade. We are getting a 2025 4th, a 2025 6th, a future 3rd round pick for a 5th round pick, and Raheem Mostert. Now, I don't want to trade Jakobi Meyers. And Odell Beckham Jr. has been great for us, but I feel like OBJ probably should get traded. I want to see what Jakobi Meyers value. So the 3rd round pick that we had just acquired, a future 5th, and Roberts is going to get us Jordan Davis, the monster defensive tackle. He will not be playing right end for us, I assure you. In this trade, just to hopefully coax them into taking somebody, we give them Kyle Phillips as just a throw-in. We give him a couple picks, a 3rd rounder next year, a 6th rounder this year, and a 4th rounder way in the future for Trent Simpson, a young future middle linebacker and a key piece of this core now for this defense. Number 13, Odell Beckham Jr. He had some great games for us as a Raider, but on a 1-year deal, and he's going to regress heavily. We cannot continue to retain him. He will be traded to the Titans, where he will get to play and hopefully help mentor a young quarterback in Cam Ward. But Odell Beckham Jr. will be moving on. Swinging a trade with the Cowboys, we are sending Aiden O'Connell to the Cowboys for Joe Milton III and a 7th round pick. Joe Milton is a fun, athletic quarterback, as we're going to take a look at how this offense looks now after some of these moves. Joe Milton is QB2. Defensively, I'm going to try some different things. I'm going to completely reorder this team. Miss Trent Simpson, in his 2nd year out of Clemson, is very good. I'm going to reorganize this team. So after the trade deadline, this is what this defense looks. Trent Simpson comes in to replace Roberts. He's 7 years younger. Devin White and Nakobe Dean are good enough linebackers for the future. I would like to get a better linebacker to replace Devin White. 78, 78, 70 isn't immediately awesome. Isaiah Simmons is good enough where if we get a safety, I might slide him into right outside linebacker and Devin White becomes a depth piece. Once Max Crosby comes back, I can't drag him up to make it look better, but once Max Crosby comes back, this defense won't be as bad. Malcolm Kuntz and then Tyree Wilson will slide up and start for him. But this defense now all of a sudden doesn't look so bad. We have 3 open spots on the roster. One of them should go to a running back. One should go to a backup. Although we do have a couple backup offensive linemen, so I don't think we need to do that. I'm going to see what's out there in the linebacker market and might bring in some depth pieces. So post-trade deadline, this is what our defense looks like. Tyree Wilson is back from his injury. Max Crosby is still yet to return. But this defense, going for the future, does not look as bad as it has before the trade deadline. We moved some key pieces around, shuffled around the defense, but overall I think this looks much better. This will be our edge set. this is what we're going to be rocking with. This is how we're going to rock this defense being set up. We play the Dolphins this upcoming week. Let's take a look at the mock draft. Geoff Finley. We currently have the 9th pick in the draft. Any of those wide receivers that we want are going to be available at that pick. But that's going to end it today. I have a lot of editing to do for this episode to put it out for tomorrow. Because I will not be around tomorrow, so I have to get it out now. But thank you so much for watching. I was Andrew Carr, Carr Sports. Thank you for watching this episode, and we will see you sometime later next week.